want you to know I do have a private Facebook community. It's called the Brilliant Business Group for Beauty and Wellness Professionals. You can head on over. I random stuff. It doesn't say anything about really who they are, what they do, who they serve, what their business is, how I can connect with them. It looks very scattered and unprofessional. And what happens? I have no interest in connecting. Now, maybe you think that sounds mean or that sounds kind of harsh, but if you are a business owner who is promoting your business on social media, which is basically your own personal TV channel, right? That you can have connection to thousands, millions of people globally, right? You can sell your product or service if it's local, if it's global, like you have access to all this. So why would you not want to be crystal clear as to what you're broadcasting on your channel? So that brings me to number one, know where your ideal client's hanging out. So I'll give you two examples. If you are a salon owner, right? You want that local business, but you have a specific client. So you should be very clear on who your specific client is. If you're servicing everyone and you don't have a clear niche, which means a clear targeted client that you serve. Here's an example. A organic hair salon, right? That's boutique, that's high end, that serves people who want non-toxic products, that serves people who have money because they're more expensive, serves people who are looking for luxury services, serves people who want vegan products, they want non-toxic products, they want products that are cruelty-free. Do you guys get where I'm going with this? This particular salon, which is one of my clients, they're very clear as to who their clients are, and they know that their particular clients are hanging out on Instagram and Facebook. Now, this isn't saying it's for all salon owners. I'm just giving you an example of this particular person. There could be another person who is marketing their business, and their ideal client might be hanging out on LinkedIn, right? So my personal opinion, again, I am not a marketing expert. That is not my expertise. I'm just sharing with you what I've learned that has worked for me and works for my clients over the years, is knowing where your clients hang out and picking 3 platforms that you're going to do really well. 1 to 3, right? You need to know where your ideal client's hanging out so you can show up there. Remember, if you're on Facebook, which most of you are watching me on Facebook in my group right now, or if you're watching me on YouTube or on TikTok, wherever it is that you're watching this broadcast, if I'm broadcasting it to you on this platform, that means I know for sure that you may be my ideal client and you are hanging out there. You see, otherwise I would not be wasting my time on a platform that could not serve me. So first and foremost, have a clear picture of yourself, professional picture or picture that actually resonates who you are and your brand image. Because remember, guys, your social media is your personal brand. So on Facebook, if you have a business, you should have a Facebook business page. I use both my pages. This is just my own personal thing. I use my personal page for business to have connections, and I have a Facebook business page. They serve different things. I'll get into that at a different time. There's more technical things about that. If you want to learn more, just drop me a message, drop me something below, and I will answer those questions. You want to make sure that you are clear as to what you do, right? What do you do and who do you serve? What's the end result people can find from you? So if you have a Medi Spa that specializes in, I don't know, Botox, let's just say, make that very clear that that's your expertise. If you have a special methodology or a special program that you offer in your Medi Spa, make that really clear. If you do teeth whitening, make that really clear. Like, again, make it really clear what the end result is that clients are going to be getting from you. A little espresso. Too many times when I land on your social media page, you lose me. Guys, you lose people in the first 3 seconds. If it's not clear who you are, what you do, who you serve, and how I can connect with you, you lost them. People want things to be crystal clear. So I want you to take a look. If you need motivation, you need inspiration, go through all my social media platforms, every single one of them. I'm on every platform because I like to be, right? That's just my own choice. I've been in business 15 years. It's what I do. You don't have to be. But make sure that it's crystal clear. Your name, your business, who you are, what you do, the end result, who you serve, and how they can connect with you. Okay. Not having an easy way to connect with you is another detriment. So again, if you need some inspiration, look at all my social media. Look how I have them strategically set up. Look at how I have my cover pages. If you click on them, it brings you to links that you can connect with me or download something that I'm offering free or book a free call with me. If you were to go onto one of my salon pages, it's easy to get online, book a consultation, buy my products. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's a very easy, crystal clear. There's no guesswork. And people, it filters out the people who are not the right fit for you, right? It automatically filters out the people that are not your ideal client. So that saves you time, stress, right? The wrong people showing up into your business. It is a filter because you have clear messaging. Now, the other thing that is super important is have that connection button. Book a call, book your appointment, phone call, application, whatever it is your business is, like however it is that you want people to connect with you, make it really easy on all those platforms for people to be able to contact you. What's the point of being on social media if I can't connect with you? You lose business, period. Okay. Next topic is once all this is crystal clear. So when I go to your page, let's just say I'm going to go look at your Facebook profile. This is what I want to see. Follow me. I want to see a clear picture of you that resonates with your brand, right? If you're selling business services, that should resonate who you are. If you're an artist, it should resonate your personal brand, right, guys? It's super important to show up as your personal brand. Second of all, I should see what you do, easy. Now remember, what you do should be at a third grade reading level. Don't write a bunch of jargon and fancy hoopla wording that I can't friggin' understand. Don't make it fancy. Simple, third grade reading level. This is what I do. This is who I serve. This is the result you get. Make it easy. I guarantee you, if you clean up your profiles, and they should all look the same too. If you have a logo, you should have your logos in there, your brand colors, things should be consistent and look appealing. Guys, online social media today is like your online business card. It may be the first impression someone has of you. And especially if you're more mature like me and you're feeling resistance towards that, you better drop the resistance. You have to get on the friggin' bandwagon. Like, get with a program and update your social media. Like, you don't know how many hundreds of people come to me in their 40s and 50s and they're like, yeah, but I don't want to do. If you don't do that, you're going to fall off the bandwagon. It's part of doing business in 2024. We are going into 2024, guys. So if you're a serious entrepreneur, it is time to get serious. Now, depending on how big your company is, you can hire someone on your team to do all this great stuff for you. You don't have to do it, but you really should know what needs to be done. All right. So we have a great picture. We have who you are, what you do, who you serve. I want a link or some kind of button, depending on what platform you're on, to connect with you. Instagram lets you put a link in there. There's no reason why. And again, this is my thought. Don't put 50 million links to overwhelm people. Send them to one place, depending on what you're trying to get from them at the time or what you're offering, where you're directing them. If you're directing them to your brick and mortar business to make an appointment, put the link to book an appointment. If you're directing them to book a call with you or book a consultation, if you have a different type of business, then send them there. If you have free offers or things you want them to download, send them there. Don't overcomplicate it. All right. Too many things overwhelms people. And a confused mind never takes action. A confused mind never buys. Hi, guys. I see you all coming on. How are you? So happy to see you. If you have any questions or you want to pick my brain, drop them in the comments below. So next thing is in your social media. Now, again, there's many nuances, and we work on this in the Brilliant Business programs that I offer, my 6-month incubator programs. We fine tune what you're going to do on your social media because every single business is different. Like if you own a spa, it's one thing. If you own a salon, it's another. If you own a law firm, if you're an accountant, if you're a speech pathologist, every single type of service-based business is going to have a different strategy that's customized to who your ideal client is, what we're trying to do to convert to get them to do business with you. There's a lot of different factors. What I'm sharing with you is the basics here. So on your social media, you want to educate people, in my opinion, right? As a service-based business owner, it really comes down to really the law of reciprocity. So in my social media, like what you're sitting in today, you are watching a masterclass. I am sharing value. I am sharing things that people will pay me for. They normally pay me for this information. But I come onto my social media and I share things free. I give tons of value to help you reach your goals. You know why? It's the law of reciprocity, meaning I give and I always get back because clients are so appreciative. This is my own personal secret sauce. I'm not telling you how to do this, but the more you can show up without the mystery, without not sharing the who and the how, being authentic and truly giving a crap about your clients and their results, you're going to get a relationship with people. People are going to get to know you, like you, and trust you. And you know what what happens then? They convert into clients. Guys, these are old school laws of business, relationship building, connecting with people. I love technology. I love social media. I love showing up on video. I love giving value. But it's still building relationships. As you're watching me, you are learning, but you're connecting with me. You're building a relationship with me. You're probably going to follow me. Now, maybe on other platforms. Maybe you'll come and listen to my podcast, The Maria Fontana Show. Maybe you'll come and listen to my live weekly broadcast, which I do on Facebook in my business page, but it's broadcast everywhere, right? You build that rapport with people. So that brings me to the next thing. Keep it clean. Keep it simple. The simpler you keep everything on your social media, the easier it is for people to comprehend what you do, who you serve, and how to find you. Don't get caught up in all the trends, the trending things, the algorithms, the madness. Basic, simple, strategic marketing works the best. I'm in business 38 years. I know what I'm talking about. And I have offline businesses and I have online businesses. So keep it clean, keep it simple. And here's probably the hardest thing of all. You gotta show up consistently, right? I'm not telling you to show up every single day. I'm not telling you you have to be a psycho and be like posting crazy and be all stressed out, but you need a strategy, meaning a plan. What is this marketing bringing you to? And you have to show up, really want to be there with a big heart and with big intentions to create impact and influence and help people for real, and show up on that social media. So it could be have a weekly live show like I have, right? It could be just posting consistently and adding value. The other thing I see people doing while we're on this is I see people bombarding their audience with too much selling. Now, while I believe in selling is being of service, and of course you want to sell your product, that's why you're in business. It's not a charity, but be mindful that you're not spamming the shit out of people. Be mindful that you're not bombarding them with constant sales and not giving anything. So it's really about give, offer. Give, offer. And again, when you're offering, this is just my methodology, the brilliant business methodology. It's really, I just invite you. I will extend my hand out and invite you in. And if it resonates, they're going to come, right? You can't shove your services down anyone's throat. You want to create awareness. You want to let them know what you do, who you are, what you serve, what great results you offer, what sets you apart. And then the rest is extending the invitation. And if it resonates, they will come to you. It's about building relationships. It's about getting in Messenger or calling people on the phone or connecting with them and really getting to know what people need. Now, it depends. If you have a brick and mortar, that's not so much the protocol, but even that, you would be surprised how many people connect on social media. They watch something that's of value, even if you have a brick and mortar business, a spa, a salon. I mean, whatever it is that you have, you can add valuable posts about the services you offer, questions, tips and tricks, things you might not know, how to use products, how to save time. There's a million things you could do to create content for your audience. And it's usually, what do they need from you? What are their problems? What are the solutions you're bringing to their problems? This is what you create on social media. And again, if you need some inspiration, go back and look at what I do. That'll give you just an idea, the blueprint of how it all works. Hey guys, I see you all coming on. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're all here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I will answer them live, okay? And last but not least, with consistency means you got to commit to it. Don't think you're going to get fast results because that's just not realistic. That's not real business. Real business lags 90 days behind. Now, when I started working with my social media expert years ago, she told me that. She's like, it takes time for all this to build momentum, but your job is to be authentic and to show up consistently in value, being of service. I've realized it is a 90-day lag. So you have to commit. You'll start to see the momentum after 90 days of consistently doing something, right? And not just one day here, one day there. You have to be consistent. So figure out what works for you. Figure out if you need to hire someone to help you. Figure out if you need your assistant or your executive assistant. Like I have a team help you, articulate all these things. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, especially if you have a brick and mortar, if you have other people working for you. Part of the Brilliant Business Growth Program, this is my program where I help brick and mortar business owners grow their brand, expand their reach, right? Get more clients. In that, we actually help you train your team to do these things. Like we actually create a strategy that then your team does it. Like here's an example. I have my one customer, Kathy. Kathy has a chiropractic practice that she expanded. Kathy had no tech experience. She was not interested in any of this stuff. What we did was we created the strategy and all of the done for you videos for her team. We trained her team, and then her team now does what, of course, she doesn't want to do because she's a CEO and she just wants to reap the benefits of getting new clients, right? So this is just an example, guys. So let's just go over. It's clarity, being clear on all your platforms across the board, wherever you are, going on the platforms that you know your ideal clients are going to be most likely hanging out on, because there's no point in hanging out on a platform if your ideal client most likely is not going to be using that platform. Having clarity who you are, what you do, who you serve, right? Remembering that, I left this out. Some platforms are SEO friendly, meaning search engine optimization. The top search engine optimization, meaning that when people pick up their phone to ask Siri for something or punch it into Google are, of course, Google. We have YouTube. We have Pinterest. And we have TikTok. As of today, to my knowledge, Those are the high SEO. Then we have your Facebook business page, we have LinkedIn, we have Instagram. These all show up. If you like Google Maria Fontana, you're going to see all of my social media stuff pop up. But I've been working on this for years now to grow that brand online presence. So does that make sense? So we need to make it clear. We need to make it easy for people to connect. We need to educate, add value, make it easy for people to book that appointment with you or connect with you or get on your calendar. Remember the law of reciprocity. The more you give, the more comes back to you. Don't be greedy with your knowledge. Trust me, this is a little hard for some people to do. I've seen it work. I grew my coaching consulting business online simply by adding value and showing up. Okay. Keep it simple, show up consistently, and remember that everything lags 90 days behind. So guys, now I'm going to answer questions. Do we have any questions here on the live? Let's just see here. I'm going to check while let's see, team, do we have any questions? Okay, here's question number one from Angie. Okay, Angie asks, how do I know which platforms are right for me? I'm just getting started in the social media space. I own, what does she own? I can't read the word. Okay, she owns a threading salon. Okay, so what you have to think about, local business. So for your local business, it's probably Facebook. How old are your clients? Instagram, if they're a little younger. It might be TikTok. You have to do the research, right? And a good way to do the research is just go on Google and see what are the phrases people are researching, right? Where are your clients hanging out? I always tell people, one of my mentors, one of my most brilliant mentors that I work with said to me once, the way you find out what people need, you ask them. Just like I created this workshop today because in my private group that I have, my private community, I have polls and people kept asking me, how do I use social media correctly? So all the things that I just shared with you today bring us to one core thing, and that is connecting with people, creating relationships, having conversations. The value of leaving a voice message is unbelievable. The value of using people's first names when you connect with them on social media. Guys, we're all human, and social media is simply a vehicle, your own private TV channel and radio station, to connect with people and grow relationships. Because if social media goes away, those relationships will stay. Connecting with people, getting their emails, getting their phone numbers, having a connection that's beyond what social media offers. I hope you guys found value in this today. Please, please, please join me in my Maria Fontana Consulting on Facebook. I do a weekly live show. It's going to be streamed on YouTube. It's going to be streamed on my podcast. It's going to be streamed on TikTok. It's going to be streamed on Instagram and anywhere else I can stream it. I haven't finished that all up with my team yet. But join me there so you don't miss a beat. If you have any questions, drop them below or email them to me or DM them to me, and I will do another live answering your questions. Remember, 2024 is upon us. It is your choice to do the work, invest in yourself, and get the results you desire. I do offer a 10-minute get acquainted call only for serious entrepreneurs who are ready to up-level their business and get to that next level. If you're interested in booking that call, I will drop that also below this video. Guys, have an awesome day, and here's looking forward to an amazing 2024.